Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olalikon, founder of CRUD Technologies. Right. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to create a CRUD application using PHP, Mysql, and also using BOOTSTRAP models. And I'm also going to be talking about how to fetch data in the BOOTSTRAP model using jQuery and Ajax. All right, without wasting our time, let's get started. But before you get started, please, I want you to do three things for me. Make sure you watch this video to the end, and also make sure you click on the like button if you like this video, and also the share button so as to share it with your friends. Don't be stingy, don't be selfish. And the last thing is for you to click on the subscribe button so as to get update on my next video. All right, so now let's get started. All right, here with me now, I have just a simple HTML, what's it called, template that I just designed so as to make this video as short as possible. So it's just a normal HTML video, but I saved it in PHP actually. And if you click on this button, nothing is there. Just on the bootstrap modal, and there's nothing there. There's not even a form here. Okay, and if you click on this button, okay, and this is just static HTML. Now, what do I mean by CRUD application? The word is an acronym for what? Create, read, update, and delete. Once you can do these features, once you can add these features in any language, then at least you are good to go. You understand? Because this is just the basic of every language, and every language is at least this is just the basic of what every language is. You understand? You should know how to create a CRUD application, how to create, how to read, how to update, and how to delete. For this time around, we are going to be using the bootstrap modal, because normally you can actually do it without using bootstrap modal. It's going to lead to you and a lot of reflection things, and now to pick your work later and try this. All right, so let's get started. This one I'm going to do now. Let's go back to the code, because in this code now I only have those HTML, but I save it with PHP just to save time. And you know how to do this already. You should know how to do this by now. I'm going to be leaving this template, this HTML template. I'm going to be leaving it. I'm going to be leaving it so that you can also work with this from here. Let me just save it as a sample. Let me just save this guy as sample. That's what I'm going to draw. I just call it sample. You understand? So what I did is just to create a file in my local host and just start it up like this. So this is the first page in the PHP. I saved it as PHP. You already know how to do this by now. The first thing you need to do here is to save your page as PHP. Use PHP instead of save your page. And the next thing you need to do is to include bootstrap. If you don't know how to make bootstrap, just go online and type bootstrap CDN. So in this video, I'm using bootstrap 4 actually. You can just use bootstrap 4. You can use 5, but I'm using bootstrap 4. Just type bootstrap 4 CDN. Then when you just get, I just get the CDN online, you get, and this is just for you to copy, okay? And we also have to copy the jQuery after the code. So we use CDN. Once you copy this first one here, CSS, CDN, you go to your code and that's what you have here. Just paste it, okay? That's what I have here. Then what again do I do here? I think I also decided to get this second part of the code. You come back here, this guy, you copy everything here, and you are done. Just to do jQuery and those things. So that's it. So in order to create this button, you can just you don't even need to stress yourself. Just go to Bootstrap. You are already on Bootstrap 4. Just go to, you can even type modal box or modal. You understand? Just type modal, and that's it. You can copy any modal that you want. Be this one or anyone you want. You understand? Just copy it. But once you just copy, make sure you just copy this. But this is the button here. I just copy this button here, and I go to my code and I pasted it here. Can you see now? Okay. But this is what I just did. I added now class to it. Add underscore student underscore base here just to know that yes, this is my button. So if you press the home button now, this is how it's going to look like. So what I just did is just that I don't even want anything like example that where I just have to remove everything. I move everything from my own button. I just leave it like that. It's just what I want. Okay. Then I just added now class. We just add underscore student underscore PTN. You understand? That's what I just did here. And I pasted it here. Okay. And I changed it to add new student. That's just how to add the button. After doing that again, you go to the bootstrap page again and copy this modal box. Alright. Just copy everything that you have here and you go to your code and then paste it down. Please make sure it is down. Paste it down. That's just after the body tag. Everything you copy, just paste it there. Okay, that's it now. And what I did again is that under my modal again, I just put an ID of add underscore student underscore modal. You understand? I just give it an ID. ID is anything just to be able to know that yes, this is my modal. And the other one was my button and add underscore student underscore PTN. So that's how I actually included my modal. Okay, and if you look at it, and there's nothing there now. You understand? And again, I just created the normal HTML table tag, just table, and I fetch a static data into it. It's just a table head and TR. Then my T body, I have my TR, which is just static for now. I can even move one of it here. We have three before. So I save it and just I only need one. So it's just two now. I can even move one out of it again so that everything will not be so proxy. I'm going to remove one from it now. So I'm only having one TR now. You understand? This is just static. We are still going to be fetching this dynamically. So now the first thing we need to do is to what? Is to go to our database and let us create a table. A table containing what? How many fields? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the height that's 5. So that's just it. You can do it anyway. If like, you can even make the ID to be with the admission number. There's a way you can actually generate random number, which I'm going to talk about in my next video. But let's go to our application admin. You know how to do that, right? And create a new database. And I'm going to call that database. I'm going to call it CRUD. Okay, I'm going to call it CRUD and that's it. I'm going to have a table called what? Students. Under the CRUD, I'll give you a table for students and that's it. The first thing is what? Should I call it? Let's call it student underscore ID. You understand? And it's an integer and you have an auto increment. That's AI. You check it here, right? So that will be a primary key, okay? Then what again do we have? Let's say we have a student name. Okay, first name, last name, gender. That's just it. So on my database, I have what? I have a first name, which is a Baka, and you can just pick like 300. Then last name, LAST, last name, also a Baka, and it's 300. What again? Gender. You understand? I thought you can either use this student ID as your what's it called? As your admin or the student admission number, whatever. This for or there's a way you can actually generate a random number. But for the sake of this, I'm going to be using this guy as a student admission number because it's a unique number as well. There's a way you can get the last ID of any number of any review. So this is my table now. This is my student table, and I've created it, and I'm going to save it now. So that's it now. That's all. We already have our table now. But there's nothing inside this table here, right? Let's do that. The next thing we need to do is to connect our database to our project. If you want to do that now, what you need to do is just to, usually I used to create a folder. A folder includes, but for the sake of the tutorial, I might not even because I don't think we are going to be including more stuff, but it's fine. Let's just use normal way. So you have a folder here now, which is what includes. So inside of my includes, I'm going to create another folder here, which is what I'll call it connection. I call it connections, right? So inside of my include, I have a folder called connection. Now inside this connection folder now, that's what I'm right. Inside the connection folder, I want to create a file there. I'll create a file, I'll call it con. I'll call it con CONN, or let me call it connect.php. You understand? That's just it. I have a folder here inside my connection. You understand that? That's it. And you have your PHP tag and close it here. So this is what I'm going to do now. Doing this now, you want to connect your database to your project. We are going to start with a variable, which is what the host. Variable host is equals to local host, and the variable followed by what variable username. User, just put user there, okay? Just put user. That's user is equals to root, and password. If your database has a password, you can put the password. But if it doesn't have a password, you leave it blank, okay? PSS the people RD. Password is equals to. But I think my own has a password, so I'm going to put it there now, right? So then the last thing is what the database name. That's the database name, right? Or I just call it DB underscore name. So which is what the name of your DB which we created, which is called CRUD. I think we are going to go like this, okay? Now what we need to do now is to what is to create a connection variable, right? I call this variable con C-O-N. You understand? Just follow up with the video, which is what my SQLi underscore connect. You understand? What am I connecting? I'm connecting this guy, which is what host, user, password, and blah blah blah. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this guy. I'm gonna put it here, comma. I'm connecting user. I'm also connecting password. So in your own case, if you don't have a password on your TV, you can leave it as blank here. You understand? And you still have to add this guy. You understand? You can leave it display blank. That's what I'm saying now. You can try to leave it blank. If you don't have a password, you can leave it like this and you still put this password here. Okay, this password variable, you can still put it as an empty string. But in my own case, I have the password. I'm going to leave it like that. All right, now, so you follow by what DB underscore name, which is CRUD. Then I'm going to, split that up. That's it. It's already connected. So I can check if it's not connected. I can say that if it's not connected, if not con, if not string con rather, it should just it should just echo DB not connected. Okay, that's what you should just do for us. Then you save it out. Okay, now that's what we're gonna do now on this page. Now, but that's the connect page, right? We have to include it to our page. Okay, you go to your of the page anywhere. You can just write a PHP tag here, and what you need to do is to include that connection file by just using this function include. That's the normal function include without s. Then you put a bracket there. Then what are you including the file, the folder, which is what include slash you have another folder there connection. Then slash what again connect.php. All right, that's it. And don't forget that if you go to your connect page, your connection variable is just variable con. It's just con, and that's what you use to connect your page to your database. So I believe by now my page is connected, and I've already echoed it out there that if it's not connected, you just give me not connected. So if I run this my page now, let's go back here and run this page. Yeah, can you see now? I'm having actually that's gonna connect. Actually now for user, yeah, okay. I think my password is not correct. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, that's true. password is not correct. Okay, yeah, I've corrected it and it should work. You understand? So my it's connected now, right? That's it. So my developer is connected now. Okay. Now what I need to do now is this. I need to add um, students information via this modal form. Then I'm going to submit it to the database that we created. So what I just need to do is go back to this page again. Go to my let me close this sample page. Go to this guy inside my Bootstrap modal. You can see where you have modal body text goes here. You can erase it out and you create a label. And inside the label, I'm going to have what? Oh, yeah, better see. Let's do something like this. Let's create a div of form group. Now, inside the div of form, I can even give form group and I'm going to give it the class of margin bottom 3, MB3. You understand? Just to add a margin to the bottom of each form, okay? MB3, and that's it. So inside this form group, I can have my label, which is what the first name, and this is a label, and I'm going to have an input field, input. Yeah, I'm going to give this guy a class of what form control. I'm going to give it a class of form control. Then I'm going to give it a placeholder, or probably let me just give it a name of what a name that's equals to what, just to I'm going to give it f name, all right, or I just going to give it f underscore name. That's a name. That's a name attribute, okay. Then what again I need to give this guy is what the placeholder. If you want it or not, if you want it to just give it and you say enter your first name. You understand? Just like that. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to copy everything out here. Yeah, we just need for it. I'm going to copy it out like this, and like this. I think I have 4. So what is that? Let me even save that. Let's see if it has entered our form. So I have it here now. It's cool. Now I have first name, last name, gender. That's 3. Okay. So at the same time, you can do more. And this is last name, and this is gender. But this gender, I want it to be a select box. And this is what I'm going to do again. I'm going to make this guy to be a select box. Okay. I'm going to get rid of right. I'm going to write select attributes. And inside the select, you're going to have an option. Right. So I'm going to have an option, and the default option, I'm going to leave it as blank. I'm going to write something like this there. Select gender. All right. I'm going to do something like this, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to disable this guy. I'm going to write an attribute disabled, and also what selected. So it's going to be selected as the first one. Then the second one, I'm going to add an option again, TION. This option, I'm going to put the value of male, which is going to enter the data table, and also the text male. All right. So what again? Let me just make it like this, okay? Then I'm going to copy it again, and second time the value here will be what now? Female, and female. So that's it right now. What again I need to do is here. I need to do here is this. Inside this my select form, I'm going to also give a class of uh, form select, and also form control. What again? I'm also going to give it a name. You understand? Name attribute. A name attribute. Name equals to gender. Yeah, that's the name of the the select box. That's the name attribute I'm giving to it. And this other one again, we have last name. I'm going to give it L name, and I'm going to say enter your last name. enter your last name. What again? Oh, okay, okay, I think I copied 4 instead of 3, so I think I'm going to get rid of this guy here. I only need one. I only need first name, last name, and gender. That's just what I need for now. And I'm going to write this guy's last name now. LAST. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm correct. Last name. There's not even supposed to be space there. You understand? Anyhow, this is just the placeholder. Then this is L name. Okay. Now I think I'm good to go now. This is what I need to do. Let's check it out. And I believe it's cool now. First name, last name, gender. So let's check it out. So I have, can see now, because this guy is disabled now, you cannot select this select gender except you select male or what, or female. This is cool. Now what I'm going to do now is this. Now let's get into the code now. I want to submit this guy to the database. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to that button, that is the button here. This button, this save changes button here. I'm going to change the text to add. Let's change it to add students. Okay, that's one. I'm going to change the type to submit. Yeah, and make sure that this is in a form. Okay, this is a form. Yeah, it's a form. If it's not a form, make sure you place it in a form. Okay. Now, after the modal body, just make sure you create a form tag here. A form here. RM, and the method is going to be post. Okay. Change method to post. Then at the end of the stuff, just put it after the button. Make sure it's after the button. This footer, modal footer. You place your form closing tag here. So make sure everything is being wrapped in a form. Okay. So we won't have any issue. And the form method is post. And this title, modal title, I can say add student. Alright. So that's it. Now let's save it out. Now let's check it out. And this is it, right? So this is cool. Now let us add it to the database now. That's what we want to do now. And don't forget our database is still blank now. So let us add it to the database, and I'm going to be showing you the fastest way of doing things. So let's go there now. I can try to just do it up here, or I need below, anyone. Okay, let's do it up here. For the sake of this class, I'm going to be doing it above this. Okay, let me do it inside this modal form. Okay, here you have it here now. Yeah, inside this guy, I'm just going to do it. I think before the modal body. Okay, let's write our PHP tag here. Right. So now this is what I'm going to do now. This button now that I want to use to save it now, it's now submit. I'm going to give it a class. No, I'm going to give a name attribute, which is equals to submit. You understand? I'm going to give a name so that I'll be able to point out this button. Then I'm going to get it out now. I'm going to copy it and then I'm going to call it out. Okay. I'll just go down here and we go to my PHP. Right. This above the modal body, I'm writing my PHP, and I'll say if this button is set, string underscore post, I'll place my what's called button name there, button, which is submit, right? Then if this button is set, what should happen? I'll say variable first name. I'm giving it a normal variable, should be equals to string underscore post, because the method of our form is post. I'll copy the name of this form here. That means I'm getting the value of this first name form, right? I'll paste it here now. Okay. Then I'll do it like this. I'll put a column there. Then the second one again, which is what variable. I'm going to put another variable of last name to be equals to string underscore posts.
I'm going to copy the name of this form again. It means I'm trying to get whatever is being inputted into this field, into this form, right? Each of these form, and the name is what I'm using to point at them. Okay, so I'll copy this guy now. I'll see last name. So I've declared a variable now. It's running one more form again, which is the select tag. The name of that one is gender. I'll just do like this, gender. That's the name of the word, the form select. And I'll come back here. I'll say variable what gender is equals to string underscore post gender. You understand? And that's it. It means I've gotten the value of each of the what's it called data that is being inputted into this form. So that's it. I've set as a variable. So whenever this form is clicked and I put something here now, I put something here now, and I select something here now. When I click this button, it has taken the value already now. You understand? It has taken the value. But now I want you to submit it into my database. That's what I want to do now. Now to do it very quickly, what you need to do is to write an SQL. Go to your database. Okay, click on SQL. All right. Then go to insert. Okay, then just copy this guy. Highlight and copy, Control C. Then go back to your script. And if that guy is set and if this variable have been set, then create a query, call it variable SQL or anything. You can call it any skin SQL equals to you paste this guy here now, right? So we are inserting into the table called students. This time I just erase the ID here because you don't need the ID. Okay, the ID is automatically generated, so you don't need the ID. So just remove the ID. You are not inserting the ID. Okay, so you're only inserting first name, which is this one, last name, which is this one, and the gender, which is what you got here, right? So from here as well, you are going to remove one of this guy here, which is what the value. Remove it, right? So the values will now be this, and this value you are only inserting three values, which is going to be our variables. Now copy the variable first name here that you created, which has already stored the value you imputed. Now go to your values here under the query and make sure that, because this you are inserting a string here, you put a string here and you place your variable here. Okay, followed by a comma. Then do the second one like that, which is last name. Don't forget it's a string. You just copy, highlight this guy here and place and put your single quotation here, and that's it, right? Then the last one, which is the gender, you copy it here and you also you place it there. You understand? The last one is not going to have a comma. Okay, so that's that. You put your semicolon here, then you save it, right? So that's it. The next thing is for you to query your SQL, right? You say string, you put another variable, call it let me just call it query SQL. I'm just trying to query this guy. So I'll say my SQLi underscore query underscore SQL. Sorry, my SQL underscore query is a function. Okay, then I'm querying this guy. I'm querying what? I'm querying this my SQL that is it. Okay, but it's going to take two parameters. It's going to take a variable con. You understand? The variable con, that's what the one that connected your database. You understand? Don't forget, we have already included it at the top of this page, so it can actually access it. Okay, I've already included the connection file here, so there's no biggie. Now it's going to access two parameters: the connection variable and also what the SQL itself, right? That's it. Now that's just it. Now you don't have to check if everything is fine. I'll just say if this query is being executed, I can even call it result. This is the result of the SQL, right? If this guy is being executed, then I'll just echo what um, record added successfully. Right? So that's just it, right? And if it's not added, I'll just say S echo record not added. Mind you, there's a way you can use a bootstrap alert to display this message. But you know, this video is just to tell you about how to create a CRUD application. You can just learn how to make everything work fine on your own. I'm having a blank database. If everything is fine, I should be able to start the recording to it. Oh, I've already added one as well because I refresh this page now. Okay, let's go now. Let us try to add another data now. Oh, what's this? Undefined index gender. Yeah, I know what's wrong because this my page is it's refreshing on its own and it's not having any value on the gender. So let's just try to load it again. Local o/CRUD. Yeah. So I think I'm not supposed to have anything now. This one is showing that errors just because I refresh this stuff now and this gender is not selecting anything. That's why. So now let's go now. I'm going to write a name. I'll call my first name. I'll call it my first name Lekon. You understand? I'll call my last name. Let's call it another name. Let's say Adi. I'll call it Adi. You understand? And my gender is male. You understand? I'm going to insert as student. You understand? So let's see if there's anything wrong. Let's refresh our database. Yeah, and I have Lekon Adi here inserted. So this is what I'm going to do now. Because this guy is you see that this button, the moment you click on that what's it called? The moment you click on this ad, it's refreshing. That's why it's submitting that stuff twice, you understand? And it's not saying this guy. But you can see. So what we're going to do now is that there's a way you can do it actually and prevent it from refreshing. What you just need to do is to you can just say header. Just do something like this. Header. Then location. Then you put in the URL, which is what? Index.php, which is your first page. Then you do something like this. Though I don't know the version of your page you are using, but it depends on it. But it should work. This should work. And you can as well change this guy to double quote or single quote anyhow you want it, and then this should work. Let us try it again now. Let me just remove this guy. Local o/CRUD and refresh. So when I click on it, I'm going to add a new name. Let me add let me add Faraday. I'm going to add Michael. I'm going to set a gender. I'm going to click on add student. Right, let's check it out now. So this works and this fixed our problem. Alright, so that's how to do it. What I just did here is just to put a location, header location, so it's going to refresh for me automatically even without the browser doing it for me. When the browser does it for me, it's still going to store the data you understand. That's why you're having the error here. So this is fine now, and if you go down here now and you refresh, we have inserted a lot of data here. This is very cool. Okay, I'm having multiple data here. I'm going to delete some due to the errors. I'm going to delete this guy. So I'm just delete it. But this is fine. This is fine. Now that's it. Our data has been added into our database like that, and everything is fine. So what we need to do now is to fetch out this data here. So we have done the add. We have created the data, which is the C part of it. Let's now read it. Okay, let's fetch it out here. What we need to do is very simple. Go to your PHP page where you have this guy, the table. This is very fine. What I just need to do is this. I'm only going to look the TR. So inside the T body, I'm just going to come. I only need to look the TR. So I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to write under PHP tag here, open tag and closing tag here. and I'm going to say I'm going to use create another SQL. You can call it. You can even call it Microsoft. I'm just joking, but I do most of my query like that. Equals to, then you are going to select all from the student table. If you are confused about the student table, you can come down here to just check it. It's just student, okay? STUDENT, that's student, okay? So, and you can as well copy all this guy here, and it's still the same thing. So students, all right, that's what I need to do, right? And then the next thing I'm going to query this guy, I'll just say query underscore Microsoft, which is equals to my SQLi underscore query. Then it's going to take two parameters, which is the con and the word, and Microsoft. It can be your SQL. Just checking with this guy. All right. So what we need to do is that we have to look through this data. Okay. I'll just say, okay, while string row, you can do with anything you want, is equals to my SQLi underscore fetch assoc underscore assoc. That's an associative array. Okay, then that's query Microsoft. All right. Then what we need to do here is this: fetch all this data, right? So let's do that. Then I'll now say I'll use this function extract row. That's string row. And that's I'm done. Right now, what I need to do now is this: during this process, I want you to loop this guy for me and display the data there accordingly. So what I'm just going to do here is this: I'm going to do something. I'm going to loop this guy now, and this is what I'm going to do now. Just you can do it in two ways. You can try to echo all of this thing inside of this guy, and you can try to just you know end this while what's called break this PHP here and continue after, whichever way you want to do it. But I echo it out, okay? Echo. What are we echoing? I want to echo tr, okay? Echo tr. Sorry, I don't even need to stress myself. That's it, right? And I'm going to echo what again? I'm going to echo these two guys here. I want to echo these two guys here. Let's echo it. Okay. Now I'm going to echo. Let's just repeat this guy, right? We have four of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We also need to echo td, right? And don't forget this, our td is going to have a button and another div inside of it, right? Let's just copy it here. But you're going to see something now. Echo. But before that, let's just do something here. Let me paste it here, right? I've not echoed it here because except if you are going to use a single column, okay? That's why you're not going to have any problem because since you already use a double quote for this echo, and you have a double quote as an attribute here, it's going to affect it. So what we need to do just to echo and use the single quote here and single quote here, and we are going to be fine. And I'm going to end it here, right? So now I've done this guy now, and I got to input the value here now because I use this extract row function now. Normally I'm supposed to be doing like something like this. Like I'll say variable first name is equals to string underscore row, something like this, and I'll just put the first name in the database there like this. But this is stressful, okay? So I'm going with this way now. Since I've already used this extract row function, all I just need to do is just call out the variable here straight off string. I'll go back to the database according to the way they name it in the database. So this is I'm actually echoing this guy first, which is student ID. I'm just going to copy it out here, and I'm going to put it here like this. This is student ID. Put a string there, right? The next thing I'm going to echo is what the first name, just like that, normal spelling, everything, and last name and gender. Okay, so I'm just going to put a string there now. I mean a variable sign $sign. Then this is first name. The next one is what last name. And the next one is what? Gender. And then now look at this thing now. This is what I want us to do now. This is a button with a class of BTN. This is what I want you to do for me, please. This is a now let's give this button an ID. Alright. I'm going to give this button an ID. I'll say the height of this button should be equals to you understand? I'm going to give it an ID, which is going to take the ID of this word student ID because that's a unique value. Okay, I'm going to put this guy. The ID should be this variable here. All right. Then I'm going to delete this guy. I'm going to remove this HTML table that we have, the TR that we have here. Then the last thing we need to do is what we have to echo the book of this TR. Okay, so we're gonna get what we are doing better. I'm going to echo it and I'm going to put a break here. Oh, I didn't put a string here in the gender. No wonder. I didn't put a string here. And that's it. This is fine. Let us save it and see what we have here now. If we're going to get a good result. So if you get a good result here, we should have something cool like this, right? So these are the names of the students we have in the database. And this is what I'm going to do now. In the next class, I'm going to show you how you can, fetch this data into this modal box, like so I can edit. So when you click on this edit button, you're going to fetch data that is here inside it, and also when you click on this delete button, it's going to bring out a pop-up modal box for you. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing in our next class. And in order for you not to miss my next class, kindly click on the subscribe button so that you can get notified when I post my next video. And also, please, if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button and also share to your friends. And I'm going to see you in the next class. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and take care. Bye bye.